Hi everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw Flutter Shy. Okay, so let's do a quick sketch just to make sure I get everything where I want it. And you know what, let's make her flying since she's Flutter Shy, right? Go one leg up like that. Let's see, let's gonna put her hair about right there. Give her big, beautiful eyeballs. Like that. So we're looking at you. Let's see, her ear like that. Big, beautiful bouffant hair. Like that. Let's see, more like that. I think that's gonna stand out more. Okay, and let's see, do the back of her hair. Like this. Okay, and let's see, let's draw some wings. Like that. And draw the other ones. Like that, then draw some back behind. And I know you might not be able to see it, but that's okay. I'm just going to do this for myself so I could draw correctly for you. And then I'm going to add a Sharpie in a second, and you'll be able to see much better. Let's see. But this is just for my benefit to make sure I put everything in the right spot and not fall off the camera screen when I'm trying to record this. Okay, I think that's pretty good to get me started, and then you can follow along with me. So I'm going to switch over to some Sharpies. You're welcome to continue with the pencil or start with the pencil if you haven't even started yet. And I'm going to use a finer Sharpie for the fine detail and a big fine point Sharpie, which is the bigger one, for the big detail for now. So let's go ahead and draw some eyeballs. So I'm going to draw a big oval like this. Okay, and then I'm going to draw her, thicken it up just right here for her eyebrows, or eyelashes, sorry. It's going to come one like that, and one like this. And let's go ahead and draw her pupils. She's going to be looking at you like this. And then we're going to draw her iris, but later. For now, I'm just going to draw the black part of her pupil. Okay, color that in. I just left with a few little highlights. And I like to draw what's in front first to help me out with the rest of it. So I'm going to draw the ear. Draw the inside of the ear like that. So now I know where I could draw everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the top of her hair. And then loop it around because I know how it's going to be in this picture. Actually, I'm going to do the top of her hair. I'm going to go like this. And draw a big S shape like that. Kind of a crazy looking S, but that's going to guide me as to where I'm going to go next. So I'm going to draw the inside of her hair like this, kind of follow it around. I'm going to stop right about there because I know that's where the bottom of her hair is going to go. But I'm going to draw her head first before I continue. So I'm going to draw her nose to her eyeball like that, and then I'm going to bring in the top of her head to about right there, and finish up her nose to the bottom of her head like that. Give her a little smile and another little U for the nose, and let's draw the pupil looking at you too, and her eyebrows or lashes, I guess, like that, a little thicker on the top. Let's go ahead and just do 3 like we did. And there you go. So now let's do the rest of her hair since we know where that edge is going to be. So I'm going to follow this around, and I'm going to touch, or if you don't touch, it's no big deal. I'm going to touch right there. If you didn't touch there, that's okay. It's no big deal. This is how you draw. This is how I draw. You draw how you draw. So I'm going to do the rest of her hair because that's in front too. I'm going to follow this around. Do something like that. then bring it back around and connect up here. And however you do it is going to be perfect. I'm just doing it like this because that's the way I sketched it in the first place. Touch it right there. And so now I'm going to connect her neck to her body right here, which is going to come down. But it's back behind the hair, so you can't quite see it. So I'm going to draw her legs, but again, they're behind all the hair, so you can't quite see everything, but at least we have the impression of it, right? So I'm going to draw a knee like this, and come down like that. Do up and down just like that too. Then draw her little hoof. This, do the same thing over here. This one's going to be up a little higher. Come down like this. Draw her little hoof. But that's too fat of a leg, so we're going to draw in like that. And that'll be her back leg, right? Okay, and it's kind of behind that, so it gives it the impression that one's in front, one's in back. So let's draw the rest of her body. Let's see, I'm going to draw her stomach like that, going underneath that hair. And I'm going to draw her back leg like this. I guess give it a knee like that. And, oh, you know what? We need to draw the wings is what we need to do. So I'm going to come up like this. Bring it in, another one, bring it in, another one like that, a couple of small ones, and then a big one is kind of following that same one. Bring it in like this, like that, and one more and connect it right there. That'll be that wing. And then she's got some back behind that we're just going to kind of do same thing in, and that'll be the back wings. So now that I know where that line is, I can draw the rest. So I'm going to draw her bottom to the back of her leg, like that. And I'm going to draw her little crook of her leg, which is, it's an elbow, it's a knee, I don't know, because that's the knee. Is that an elbow? I don't know. Horses have different things, so we're just going to call it what we want. So now I'm going to draw her other legs hanging. And first I drew it like this, but I realized if it's floating, it's kind of hanging like that. So I want to do the arc like this. That's going to make it look more like it's hanging. Draw another one like that. And draw her little hoof. And we're going to do the same thing with her back leg. We're going to do it like this. Like that. And just put it in like that. And that'll take care of this. So now let's do the back tail. And I'm going to follow the little sketch that I did, but you might be seeing this for the first time. It's just something like that. And then I'm just going to do the same thing but connect it. And not follow exactly. I'm going to get closer in some parts and further away just to give it some design, just some style. And there you go. That's the thick part of the line. So now I'm going to switch over to the pen Sharpie for the finer, thinner lines, but you can just draw lighter with your pencil or however you're drawing. You just make yourself happy, right? So I'm going to draw a couple lines like this to show that her hair is kind of flowing over. So it's going to start here and go out like that. So arc like that. Another one like that. And I'm going to bring a line like this. That'll show that part of the hair. Then I'm going to do the same thing here to kind of show it flowing like that. Okay, that'll take care of that. Let's do a couple of lines in here. Same thing. I'm just going to kind of flow close and far away and see what happens. Same thing I'm going to do here, close, and like that, just to give it some style, some, you know, some wow. That's what you want to do, right? So now let's draw her butterflies. Oh, actually, you know what? Before I forget, let's draw the other part of her iris, just to stand out a little bit like that, right? And there you go. So now let's draw her little butterflies. So the butterfly is pretty easy. We're just going to draw a line like that. And it's kind of like a just a line, really. That's really all it is. And so I'm going to draw the antenna. And then butterflies are real easy. You just do that, basically. And you do the same thing here. We're going to draw a line, antenna. And then we're going to do one more. Line, antenna. And I do believe that that is Flutter Shy. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.